All right. Welcome to week 2. And this week, we're going to do some standing postures, but I want to start seated. So if you remember what we did last week, if you have practiced, we are just going to come into a seated posture. So find your way there. And as you get comfortable in the mat, remember, lean into the seat, lift the thighs away, lift the bum away. Let your sits bones get into contact and then sit up nice and tall. Strengthen the spine, lengthen the spine, reach your crown to the sky. Let's take a few breaths in. We're going to cue the body that, hey, we're here. It's time for our practice. In through the nose, through the mouth. When it's ready, in through the nose. Hang on to it for a second, and then out the mouth. Give that a moment in between. Back in through the nose. Holding for just a couple of moments, and then exhaling one last time all the way away. Let your body just feel into your space, feel into the body. Bring awareness to your mat, the seat beneath you, the air around you. Just maybe see if you can create a space of awareness from inside here. Not judgment, just information. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Let the body relax with your breath out. Breath in. And then breath back out. We're going to warm our shoulders and upper back a little bit before we move into our standing postures. So take the arms alongside you, walk them out away from the body so that it's just the fingertips on the mat. And maybe not all your fingers are touching the mat, right? Just my longest fingers are touching. Inhale, breathe the arms up nice and long, reaching the fingers away about halfway. And then turn and rotate the palms facing away from you, almost like you're going to do a great big clap or give yourself a great big hug. Exhale, let a little release come in the spine and the upper arms, but keep the shape. Get in the idea of practicing that, getting somewhere, letting the inner muscles sort of relax, and then with that breath in, sort of reaching stronger and farther again. We're going to practice that a lot these upcoming weeks. So the sooner that we can find that in these subtler, easier movements, they make more sense when we're in those more complicated postures. Take the palms, rotate them toward the sky as much as you can with comfort. And now we're just going to close the elbows, bring those fingertips to the tips of the shoulders, again, as much as you can to comfort. Mine are just sitting there. It might be a little more closed in depending on how open your heart center is. No pain here because we're working to open that right now. From here, let a breath go. Hold the shape. Inhale, sit the spine nice and tall. And now just take that upper body and look to the right. Hold that there for a second. Now, as you're here, that left thigh, left seat, press that into the mat and see if you can look a little more right. So it's almost like that left bottom body is helping anchor and pivot, propel even, this left upper body into the twist, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying. My hardest part of yoga is left. Look looking. One more breath in, and then exhale back to the middle. Shake the head no. Inhale, get the spine nice and tall again. And then just to the opposite direction. This is now to my left, whichever way you didn't go last time. Once you're in the shape, look down at your opposite thigh, or even think down that way. Press it into the mat and see if you can push the heart a little more into that twist. The spine a little more into the twist. No pain or cramping. We're back out. The neck and head are always free to shake no. One more breath in. And back to the middle. Free the arms for a second. Oh, that's a lot in my arms, just right there. Let everything relax in the lap. Keep the shape of the spine, but let the muscles and the little vertebrae, all the guys in there, relax. Notice any change in sensations inside the body, maybe a temperature change somewhere, maybe new awareness, maybe not. This is just, again, information. We're learning how to communicate with ourselves through body, thought, mind, body, movement, intuitive practice. Yoga is a really intuitive practice. When you feel safe enough to show up and let it be. And that's what I really want to help us all find. Walk your arms outside the mat one more time. Inhale, breathe them up. Flip them now to the sky and breathe them all the way up. Just gently look up. Clasp the fingers except the except the index fingers. And then relax, take an exhale there. Keep the shape. Check the head is still free to say no. Press into that seat again and reach the wrist, reach your index fingers high. Look up. Now with your mind and with your index fingers and wrist, take that upper body and reach it all the way to the left. Reach it all the way to the right. Reach it all the way to the left. Pressing into the seat, opposite as you go. Looking left, looking right, up between the arm opening. See if you can get a little bit of a rhythm here. Build some strength in your arms. We're going to use our arm strength today. So I figured this was a good place to start. One more time. And crescent moon is great. Great way to start the day. One breath, let it go. Inhale. One more last, really tall, intentional reach. Free the hands, turn the palms away, and slowly, one notch at a time, bring them back down to the mat. And exhale. Let the breath be normal and natural, heavy or light. Just notice in the body how you're feeling. Today we're going to work through mountain pose, forward fold, and plank. In these poses, I'm going to mention some target things to consider while bending and applying pressure and weight to the body. Those are going to be the most important takeaways today. If you can't reach full forward fold or full plank, go with where you're comfortable. Forcing yourself into a pose is not going to help you get better acclimated to your own personal yoga practice. This is a coming home to you and you. It'll meet you where you are and grow with you one pose at a time. There is no rush. Take your time and come up into a stand. Come into the head of the mat. Let the legs take a couple of steps. Be a little intentional here. Press the toes. Start to get comfortable with the idea of all of the toes being individuals, fingers too, like lifting them and spreading them. Lifting the heels, touching. So you're almost like giving and take, like the kneading that a cat does when they make the biscuits, you know, the outer edges of the feet. So now we're looking at the foot like a whole square or a rectangle, all those 4 outer edges. And then how wide are we going? So we want that big toe and this hip point, this shoulder about in line. And when we're first warming up, I always say a little bit wider. So this guy is here, and I'm gonna look down and put this one here. For starting, it's general space to take 2 fists and put them down there. But again, when you're starting for the first time warming up the body, give a little more space. You want to be able to open through these joints so that you can really warm things up, so that you can find your way there into the posture strong and appropriately and safely without forcing or squeezing or getting there before we're ready. You know, it doesn't do you any good to do that. I'm gonna bring my step in just because I'm a little overstep for my posture. But you're gonna be at least 2 fists apart, maybe just a nudge more. Press the toes, lift the toes. Try to like look at that pinky toe, the 4th toe, the middle toe, the 2nd toe, lift and press the big toe. See if you can press the bottoms, the balls of the feet. Now see if you can get all on this inline of the foot, on the outer edge. Everything pressing. Start to try to imagine lifting that instep. Press all around the edges, but just that arch gets light. Can you feel that? Is your arch light? Keep pressing. Play with it a little. Try to do that sometimes. If you're in the grocery store and you have a minute, do that. If you're at work and you're standing waiting for something, do that. You know, if there's a moment where you're standing at the kitchen stove stirring, just press all the toes, activate that whole foot, and then lighten the arches, just a lift. What you'll notice in the legs, the knees sort of fire up. My shins are sort of hugging together and my heels are rooting down. So my whole leg is fired up. If there's any strain behind the knee, a little bend will set it free, okay? Now, when we talk about a bend for that fold and when we're going back into the plank, whenever we bend the knee here or anywhere, even walking up the steps, take that bend and take it toward the pinky toe, okay? You don't have to look, but sometimes when you're first doing it, looking down, look down at your feet, look down at your toes, look down at your knees, take the knee and intentionally reach toward the pinky. That might feel different than you are used to bending your knee. Do that a couple times. That's always where you want to line up the legs and the knee over the toes so that this knee is supported and your weight doesn't collapse. And we do, like if your knee's going in like that, that's going to be a dangerous space for knees. We want these guys to last us a long time. So mountain pose. My legs are nice and warmed up, active. Bringing our attention to the hips and pelvis. Bend those knees a little bit and imagine just tucking that pelvis like you're trying to reach the navel toward the spine. It's almost like a little lift of a bowl. Relax that shape, just hold it as natural as it is for you and your body. If there's any pain behind the knees, make a little bend or back out. Same with the feet. No pain anywhere, that's not what we're reaching for. Once the legs and the pelvis feel good and aligned, just send that mind up the spine, strengthen the spine. Take the shoulders, inhale. Let them rotate so the hands just come alongside the body. Hands face forward. Relax. Heart forward, palms forward, toes pressing, heels pressing. Spine strong, but not efforting, not hard. It's strong, but it does not hurt, it's not reaching. My fingertips are reaching for the ground, but not pressing. My crown and my face, all this is light, meaning it just feels easy. I can relax and close my eyes if I want to, or find something ahead of you in the room to stare on. That's a really good focal point. A drishti. That's something that we'll want to learn in our yoga practice at home. And even when we're doing a mental yoga practice, quieting the mind, that's another good thing to learn. A focus in the room to help bring balance, whether it's balance in the body physically or balance for that stabling, meditative kind of a thing that we reach for. Take a breath in, exhale. Inhale, start to reach those arms back up. Grab into that crescent moon one more time. Let the knees bend. And then stand up as straight as you can. Let the hands come next, parallel to each other. So my palms are facing, arms next to my ears, gently looking up. Bend the knees a little more. Again, bending toward the pinky toe. Go into your bend as much as it feels like you've got your edge. So all four edges of the feet are still touching. Inhale, long spine and fold into a half lift. Hi. Stay here for a second. Keep drawing the navel toward the spine. Draw toward the spine. Press the toes. Press the heels. Reach the fingers away. If this is too much, bring the hands to the thighs. Relieve that upper body so that you can keep activating the bottom body. Sometimes it's cool to do that and then press. Give yourself another minute with the arms. Because it's nice to understand getting into the shape and then finding strength in the shape. So first, sometimes it's just getting there. And then we come back and kind of find strength, find play, find our breath, find our edge today. One more breath in, draw the navel way far back, look down to the ground, turn the palms face down, send the bum high. Go into your first forward fold with the very bend. Keep that bend in the knees a lot so that your belly is laying over the thighs. Head down, shake the head no a couple times. Start to pedal the feet, straighten the legs. Press into the mat, look up. You're reaching for that half lift. Your spine may or may not go all the way. Draw the navel back, inhale, bend the knees a little, and exhale back to the fold again. Shake the head no. Let the upper body kind of spill. Press into the toes, lean into that fold. See if you can get that middle back leg. I'm trying to show like how this is just my toes touching. I can take my arms and swing here a little in this fold. Now take the palms, reach them down to the ground, just like we did yesterday, last week in tabletop. Now here, we're gonna press into the index fingers and the thumbs a lot. Press them the most, all the fingers though, and reach them out as far away as you can. Look at the feet and just walk the foot, reach the foot back, whether it's one step or two, into your first plank. You're wanting the back to go for straight, but at first it comes high. Let that be there. Look at the fingers and start to sort of align the spine as much as you can without pain. And for the first time we get here, if it feels like you're ready, bring the knees, let those legs either point the toes or keep the feet flexed, and see if you can find a moment with that spine in plank with the knees down. Sometimes a cushion here can help. One more breath. And then slowly start to fold the elbows and bring the body down. Make room with the legs, lower, 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 all the way down to the mat. Take the palms, lay them on like one on top of another. Make a little hand pillow. Lift the right side of the body, lift the left side of the body. Inhale, exhale, and we're gonna just breathe here for a minute. Let all that movement land. That was a lot of big movement. It didn't feel like a lot, but we were holding poses. There's a lot to be found in those holds. One more breath, and we're going to do a short flow with those three poses. Now that we know where we're going, we broke it down, we know exactly where we're going, we know how to do our mountain pose, activate all those toes. We're going to forward fold, bending the knees toward the pinky toes. We're going to reach down toward the ground. We're going to press deeply into the index fingers and thumbs, and then we're going to extend that spine, reach those legs long behind us. Press into these big toes while we're in that plank leg. And then when we're ready, bring the knees down, and then come down body, bring down the chin to the chest, or however you can gently rest that body down. It's sort of like a shortened sun salutation, just a little walk. Inhale, blink the eyes open. Bring the hands back in front of you, prepare like we're pushing up into that table. Come back up, push back up to the knees like we did last week in table and child's pose. Walk the knees in a little bit. Walk the knees in a little bit. Point those toes into the mat. Press the toes into the mat. Lift the knees. Lift the bum. Go up into like a down dog. And walk your feet, walk your feet, walk your feet up until your forward fold. Take the arms and you can either walk up the body carefully and slowly, or you can sweep up the body with a bend in the knees and sweep it up the body. You decide where you are. It may change. You might start walking up the body, and after we go through the third time, you may be ready to sweep. Go at your own pace. Okay, Google, can you turn us some music, please? Bring the body to mountain pose. Activate the toes. Lift the heels, lift the toes, bend the knees a little. Let the arms come down alongside the body. Head to the sky, crown relaxed. Inhale, breathe the arms up, interlace the fingers. Reach the index fingers nice and high. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Little lean, little look up. Free the hands, parallel the hands alongside the ears. Bend the knees, fold into the half lift. Stay here for a minute. Okay, Google, turn it up, please. Just to like 3. Bring the hands to the thighs, stretch the head, shake the head, no. Inhale, bring the belly back toward the spine, fold all the way down to the ground. Place your hands on the ground and hold there. Shake the head, no. Press the hands deep into the ground. Look at that right foot, send it back long. Look at the left foot, send it back long. Find a moment in plank. Press into the index finger, press into the thumbs. Press into the big toes, press into the pinky toes. Activate it all. Using that navel, drawing it toward the spine. And when you're ready, when you've had enough, bring the knees down first. And then slowly folding the elbows, let the body lower, 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 come down to the ground. Fold the hands one time. Let a breath come. And then next time we're going to go a little quicker. Bring the hands in front. Inhale, press the body back, the top back body up in the table. Walk those knees to about where you would be for mountain. Press the toes down. Lift the knees, send the bum up. Walk the feet, come into the fold. Stay here for a breath. Inhale, walk or sweep the arms up the body. Take a breath in and then inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears. Gently look up. Exhale, come into that half lift. Take a breath here. Exhale, draw that navel back toward the spine. Fold all the way down into the full forward fold. Take a breath here. Inhale, press into the hands. Send the left foot back first this time. Then send the right foot back. Hold that breath. Find your strength here in plank. Press into the index fingers. Press into the thumbs. Press into the big toes. Press into those pinky toes. When you're ready, bring the knees down, start to close those elbows, bring it down nice and slow. Find your strength. One more time with that hand pillow. Take a breath, and then we're going to go a little more swift, but you go at your own pace. Your pace is the best pace for today, for now. It's always going to change, especially when you're willing to show up and just be open to you. Bring the hands in front of you. Press the upper body up. Send that bum back. Walk those knees in. So we're coming to the table first. Bend the toes. Press the toes into the mat. Lift the knees. Send the bum high. Walk the feet. Walk the feet. Come into that first fold. Inhale. Breath in, draw the navel way back. Come back into the fold. Stay here for a breath. Bring my hands to the thighs, send my head nice and long. Inhale, come all the way down into the whole forward fold. And then inhale, jump back. You can jump or step wherever you are comfortable. Stay here for a breath. Press it into the fingers, into the toes. Reaching that navel back to the spine. Really strong, long body. Stay here for as many breaths as you feel strong. Then when you're ready, bring it to the knees and another long, strong one. One more breath if you have it. And then slowly inhale, fold the elbows, bring it down to the ground. Tuck, reach your chin and chest. Then let the arms go down long behind you. Let your head and face look left. Let your head and face look right. Let your head and face look left. Lean the body away left and right. Lean the body away. Really lift that meat away from the mat and get comfy. Bring your hand pillow back. Pick your side you like to lay your cheek on. Take a breath in and exhale. Settle in for a short rest pose right here. Inhale and exhale. Let your heart relax. Maybe it's beating. Let the ground, let the earth receive that heartbeat and heartbeat you right back. Relax the tops of the feet. Relax the tops of the calves. Relax the backs of the legs. Relax the knees. Relax the hips. Relax the thighs. Maybe lift that pelvis up. Lift the bum to the sky once more. Relax the hips. Relax the pelvis. Relax the whole legs, the feet and toes. The whole bottom body can relax. Breath in. Relax the back, relax the spine, relax the lungs, relax the belly. Relax the heart closer to the ground. Maybe hug the shoulders close to the ears. Maybe just do it in the mind. Relax the shoulders, relax the upper arms, relax the elbows. Relax the hands. Relax the neck. Relax the jaw. Relax your cheekbones. Relax your ears and your nose. Relax your eyes and your eyebrows. Relax your whole face. Whole body can just rest. Take a moment and receive. You can start to find your way back to your seat. Keep the mind quiet, keep the head quiet, bring the hands into prayer. Just give yourself one last dose of self-love, self-attention, self-awareness, self-appreciation. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank you for all the things that you've done for yourself today and tomorrow, for work, for family, friends, people that you don't even know, maybe people that you don't necessarily care for. Thank your body for everything. Take the palms and rub them together. Create one last dose of energy. And then take one, put it on the heart and on the belly. Breathe into the palms, receive that healing. Thank you so much, friends. I hope you enjoyed week 2. I really enjoyed this class. It's fun to get the heart beating and the mind going. And I want you to remember, we're doing a few things here with these 3 poses. We're taking some time to strengthen the body, bringing awareness to our intuition and that connection with that higher power. And we're also aligning our body with our soul and our mind. I want you to appreciate those feelings when you get done your class and you're feeling really good. Maybe you have a yoga high or a glow. Know that you are in your alignment. Know that whenever you can find those feelings, those rushes, those waves, that's you communicating with you from within. And we're going to explore more of that as we go. But thank you so much for showing up for week 2. I'm so proud of you. It's going to be more fun as we go. Yeah, see you next time. Bye.